Hi everybody, Dr. Joe here. I wanted to take a moment and wish you the very merriest of all Christmases and the happiest of all New Years. I'm so happy that you have found value in what we do. And if you've noticed a change in the way you think, the way you act, and the way you feel, then it's served its intention and purpose. Happy holidays. Because some of you are going to forget, and your environment, what you return to, is going to cause you to associate familiar emotions based on the past that you've conditioned your body into. And the moment you go into that conditioned state by association, you see a person, you go to a place, you do a thing or see a thing, it's your environment then by association that causes you to go unconscious back into your past. And we forget everything we learned, because that's what conditioning does. And there's research being done right now where you can take a person and you can have them want something and they'll write it down. And after they write it down, they get conditioned emotionally into something else, and they will choose something differently, and they will never even remember that they wrote it down. They'll forget. Are you with me? So then I'm going to ask you to carve a little bit of time out of your life when you return back to your life for yourself. And that time is an investment in you. And that is the greatest investment you'll ever make. Because when you invest in yourself, you invest in your future. Are you with me? Small little time out of your day to be a creator. A small little time out of your day to change your brain and body and present yourself into the environment greater than the conditions in your environment. That is a noble act, wouldn't you agree? And if you are uncompromising to a vision, you are uncompromising to change, you're uncompromising to transformation, then you won't get up as the same person who sat down. You're going to get up as somebody else. And if it takes you an hour to get there, is it worth it? And don't you know, I know in the beginning it feels awkward, that you're creating an emotion before an experience. And for most people, that thought stops right at the brainstem and it doesn't make it to the body. Because the body is unhappy, or the body's negative, or the body's fearful, and you're trying to program it with a thought. And if the thought isn't in alignment with the emotion, the thought stops right at the brainstem. That's why affirmations don't work. When persons say, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy, and they're feeling lack, 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 lack. Unworthy, unworthy, unworthy. And that thought stops right here. But I'm going to ask you to get up feeling differently than when you started. Because if you get up in a state of gratitude, you get up in a state of inspiration, you get up in a state of invincibility, you get up in a state of magnificence, and you truly are feeling that emotion, you'll accept, believe, and surrender to the thoughts equal to that emotional state, and you'll begin to program your autonomic nervous system into a different destiny, and you'll be broadcasting a whole new signature into the field, and people around you are going to get really suspicious, like, oh no, Jennifer changed their medications, I think that's what happened. You do nobody any service in your life by being mediocre. Because that all you do is you give people permission to do the same around you. Are you with me? Yes. But if you show up ready to go for the day and you've already created something unusual and you're maintaining that level of energy, and yeah, it may take 3 days or 4 days to get feedback from the environment, but that's only a sign that you continually need to change. It's not like I'm going to get mad at the field like, hey, I spent 20 minutes becoming divine today, and my bank account hasn't changed. You know what I'm talking about, that sense of entitlement that you should see it land in your lap. I have worked on things for years. All along, me thinking it was about the thing. All along, I'm changing. All along, I'm changing. Finally, when I'm totally happy with myself and I've changed, I no longer care if it comes, and that's the moment it comes. Because I surrendered it finally to a greater mind. Are you with me? And there is a delicate balance between intention and surrender. If you overintend, you're trying. If you over-surrender, you're lazy and lethargic. So having that balance of intention and surrender means you get up from your meditation and you trust in the unknown. You get up and you're not analyzing and thinking, you're taking steps towards that destiny. And when you don't take steps towards that destiny or make choices in alignment with that vision or dream, you doubt your own creation. But I'm asking you just for a small bit of time in your life to be greater than your environment. I swear to you, there are thousands of people in this work that overcome their body every day. They overcome, they overcome, they overcome, they overcome, and then they become something else. And they're so busy being something else, they forgot about their pain. They forgot about their ex-wife or their ex-husband. They forgot about the job they got fired from. They forgot about all of that because, you know why? They're too happy being someone else. The disease exists with the old person or somebody else. And I want you to know that the only reason you complain about your past is because your present isn't working. Did you hear me? Yes. That's the only reason you resent things in your past, because your present reality isn't working. If your present reality is working and you're in love with your life, you will look back at your past and you'll say, that was just a step to where I am today. And if your emotions are the same every single day, then your energy is the same every single day. Don't expect anything to change. And if you're living by the hormones of stress and reacting to people and things and places in your life, and those emotions become addictive, and you're using the people and conditions to prove to everybody why you feel this way, you got to prove it. See, I told you, life's bad. And you go around wearing your emotions on your sleeve to show everybody and then tell them what happened in the past, then you truly are in your past. And as I said on Friday evening, you just love your past more.